Hey guys, Reversal here and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. So today's episode is going to be me figuring out exactly what will be the best place in my city to play Pokemon Go at. We have this spot, which I've been for the longest time. I figured, you know, because this is like a little bit further from home, I'll be coming here first to test out how much experience I'm going to be getting in like half an hour of playing. And then I'm going to be going to the other spot, which I found very recently, in which there's 9 Pokestops near each other that I can all lure up and then walk back and forth to see how much experience you're going to be getting. I have my Go Plus with me. I am not going to be activating an incense, and let's quickly go through some of the statistics before we get started here. So, as you guys can see, I'm on 1207.7 kilometers walked right now. I have about 39,015 Pokemon cards and 8,000 evolutions on the spot here. That's pretty cool. 1510 eggs hatched. There will be an egg that's going to be hatching today. That is going to influence the amount of experience I'm going to be getting for sure, but that's just going to be part of it. And then over here, Backpacker, 35,630. So I'm actually quite pleased to know that I'm catching way more Pokemon than I'm actually spinning Pokestops. My current experience is 25,647,561. I made a screenshot, and towards the end I'm going to calculate exactly how much experience I got during my time here. Let's go! Okay, half an hour has passed. I've been taking a look at a couple of things here and there to compare some stats, so that way I could give you guys everything that we have done within this half an hour of playing Pokemon Go at this particular spot here. Let me take you to the photo screen, because I made 2 screenshots, of course, before, after. 25,420 experiences is what we managed to get, of which 2,000 was from my 10k that was hatching. Oh, my 10k is hatching. Oh. One. Oh! Yes! 28 candy! I actually powered up my Blissey, to the max. And right now this Blissey is 3073. It's completely maxed out. I'm so happy. I changed my buddy to Fluffy because I obviously want to get myself an Everest as well. So overall, in that aspect, really great results. But it actually did, you know, slow me down a tiny bit here. Not too much, but yeah, it is what it is. Let's go over some other statistics here. My jogger mandel. We started off at, actually, it just added 0.1 towards the end there. So 1.6 kilometer during my walk here. Now, as you guys can see, walking back and forth is not the best way to get distance on your axe. Obviously, if you like go around in a circle or something like that, that'd be more efficient. But because we're walking back and forth, it doesn't really add everything. And that's, I guess, a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is, you know. Still really great for experience output, so might as well just go for it. Let's go to the Pokemon we got. We actually have a couple of interesting Pokemon here. I'm gonna be transferring pretty much everything. We got the Weedles, we have a couple of Murkrows, Pidgeys, pretty interesting stuff, some Venonats as well, quite a bunch of Sentrats, a little bit surprising, Spinarak as well, couple of Magikarps here. We even got a Jigglypuff. Kakuna was pretty exciting, obviously, before Candy. We got ourselves a Ditto, that was really cool. And I think the most interesting catch, if you compare it to rarity, it would be a Sudowoodo of 25 CP that we actually managed to end up getting. So in overall, we caught 58 Pokemon in this 30 minutes of playing. That is about 2 Pokemon per minute. That's not too bad. Okay, so it's gonna be raining very soon. Let's move on to the next spot. This is it. The second spot is really good looking. There's 8 stops that I can reach for sure, but then this one over here is a little bit to the side over there, and I'm not sure whether or not I'm gonna be able to reach it. So it might be just 8 Pokestops instead of 9, which is still really good. So I'm gonna be comparing this spot where I'm at right now in comparison to the other spot where it was just like a half an hour ago, and we're just gonna see which spot will offer the most amount of experience. Let's go ahead and activate the Go Plus here. Let's go ahead and take a couple of screenshots right now. So we got a screenshot of our experience right here, 74,000, just like that. Then distance walked is a little bit more than before, 9.5. Amount of Pokemon caught, 74. Egg hatches, backpacker. Let's go ahead and empty our backspace as well. Oh, it's all the way up to the Chansey. So yeah, let's do this. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so 30 minutes have passed and it started raining midway, but now it seems to be okay. It didn't affect my gameplay in any way, shape or form, so that is good on itself. Let me take you to the photo screen here. So this is what I had before. 74,941 on top of the 25.6 million, of course. And this is after 700,000. So I did my calculations over here, and as you guys can see, 25,330 experience is what we managed to get. Better than the previous place because we didn't hatch any eggs or anything like that. I also feel that I've been walking a little bit faster, so let's actually go ahead and go to the screen over here. I've been walking a little bit faster, but the difference isn't really that significant. It's about the same. Right now 11.2, so I guess that's kind of cool. Over here, Pokemon cards. I'll just show you guys what I got over here, of course. No eggs have been hatching, and these are our Pokestops. I'm gonna, put them side to side as I am showing this part of the video. So, let's go through the Pokemon we got. We got a bunch of Natu this time around. A bunch of Murkrow. We got one Eevee. A couple of Magikarps as well. I think the most interesting ones were Ditto. I think I got this one in the Go Plus. That's pretty cool. I got a Dratini over here. That was really nice to find myself a Dratini. And I think a Noctowl was also part of the more interesting ones. And a Tentacruel over here. So in this particular case, we managed to catch 60. Ooh, that's actually pretty nice. I think I got started a little bit before this. I think this is where... just like this, 65 Pokemon is what we caught once we were here. That is not bad, that is much better, but the difference is one lure. So the way that I see this is, depending on my mood, I will either be going to this place right here, and of course I'll announce it in the video, or I'm going to be going to the Rijnkade, which is the other place where I'm playing Pokemon Go at, and go here. The difference is that this is a little bit closer to house for me, and the other place is a little bit of traffic. I need to take the bus or take my bike to go there. So in overall, let's go back to home, compare all stats together, and then I'll make a conclusion after that.
Alright, so we're back home. I went over the footage of both me playing at Rijnkade and Précy-Cave. I put everything in a Google document sheet so that way I'm able to, see the amount of Pokemon that I managed to get and which spot essentially is better, because that was the big question of today. Where should I continue my road after level 40 playing Pokemon Go? And I've decided that for the time being I will be playing at Précy-Cave. Simply due to the fact that I got more experience here. It's that simple. The one difference is that at Précy-Cave you can drop one lure more than you can at the Rijnkade, which that on itself already means that I'm going to be able to get more experience. Other than that, the places are relatively similar. Like for instance, a bunch of Sandstrat spawned at both places. In fact, I got 8 at both of these places. Another Pokemon spawns very frequently is Rattata, that also spawns there very frequently. Pidgey, both of them had 5 of them in this 30 minutes of playtime. However, at Précy-Cave I did manage to find myself a Dratini and 2 times more Magikarp than I did at the Rijnkade. So that also says something about this particular spot. However, once again, 30 minutes is not quite enough to make a full conclusion on this. I still feel, despite that I want to play more at Précy-Cave, that I should also be playing at Rijnkade to kind of switch things up and also to familiarize myself a little bit more with me going out for 30 minutes every single day doing this kind of playstyle. Once again, the full play sessions will be linked in the description down below, so that way you guys can go out and watch those. So tell me in the comments what you think. I'm going to be including more statistics and more fun facts and so on and so forth as we progress on along. But this should be pretty interesting, and I think we're going to be doing something like a weekly wrap up and then compare week by week to see how well we're going to be doing, and of course set some records like this is the amount of experience that I got for this day and so on and so forth. A couple of things you should take into consideration is that number one, I did not activate an incense simply because I don't feel there's a need for me to activate incense, and also to cut down the cost a little bit more. Also, I want to kind of like take a day off, like let's say a Sunday or something like that, to go around in the city of Arnhem and actually go to the spawn point locations, which I have yet to figure out exactly where they are, and do a session without dropping lures at all, and just going around the city and trying to figure out in 30 minutes how much experience I'm going to be able to get by just walking around and catching Pokemon that appear on spawn points. This will also be relatively interesting for the free-to-play players among us, because that will also give like some sort of realistic, you know, point of view for people who cannot spend a lot of money inside of Pokemon Go. So don't worry, I'm also thinking about stuff like that. However, I will stay firm in the fact that I'm going to be using a lucky egg on every single session, because I just feel it would be an experience waste if I don't end up doing that. So yes, there you have it. Those were the two places I've been playing at today, and I gotta say, you know, it's kind of what I expected it to be. I thought initially I was able to drop 9 lures at Precicave. It turned out it was 8, because the little bench Pokestop was just unreachable, and I would have to go too much out of my way for a Pokestop that I cannot spin, and I feel that is a little bit of a waste. But yeah, thoughts, opinions, leave it in the comment section down below. I had a lot of fun today. I'm going to be having more fun tomorrow, so that's going to be doing it for this episode of Pokemon Go. Apparently there's going to be a massive update this week, so maybe we're going to be covering that tomorrow onto the channel. Until then, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys back again tomorrow for more Pokemon Go. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for daily Pokemon Go content. And this is Reverse for Pokemon Go. I'm going to be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.